Hi everyone, I'm Akhila. I'm a poet and a writer. And in my writing journey, a lot of people, a lot of aspiring writers have asked me one question, that how to grow as a writer. So there are many ways to grow as a writer, but one of the sure short way and very advisable way to grow as a writer is to find a community of writers, a writers group, which can be in-person writers group or an online writers group. Now, before elaborating further, I will share my journey of writing, how it had been so far. I started writing approximately 2 decades ago when I was a teenager and I was in school. Back then, there was not much awareness about these creative fields, especially in a smaller town like Bhilai, from where I come from. So I opted for a field like journalism where I thought I'll get to do a lot of writing, which I did as well. And a lot of my stories and articles and works were published in magazines, newspapers, and even digital spaces. But I I didn't know how to do creative writing, something like novel writing or poetry writing. Simultaneously, I was also working on poetry, but that was more of a personal pursuit, something out of passion. But I didn't know how I can take it professionally, and I even didn't know that I can take it professionally. But now, after finishing almost 2 decades and having published my write ups in a lot of journalistic spaces, magazines, and lit magazines and anthologies, now I think it was 2 years back 2 to 3 years back when I seriously started, writing more consistently and on an everyday basis. And I started taking this profession or this pursuit of writing more seriously, and I wanted to take it ahead in a more professional manner. So it was, I think, in 2019 when when one of my articles that was based on the taboo of male getting raped and how it is not a law even now in India. It is not considered as a crime even now in India. So that particular article got published in an anthology by a very prestigious publisher. And I had already published the article in one of the digital spaces called Youth Ki Awaaz. And eventually the article was taken up in an anthology. That gave me a lot of confidence that yes, I can be a writer. My works can be published into a book. And there were a lot of supportive friends and family members who always used to tell me that you write well, why don't you take it seriously? But I didn't know how to take it forward because I always used to think that getting published is a big deal, it's very difficult, and I didn't know anything about it. But then one of my poems got selected in one of the anthologies, and my another poem got won first prize in an international competition, where close to more than 1,000 people had submitted their works. So all these little things, the little steps which I had taken towards writing, gave me a lot of confidence. And then gradually, eventually, I, took the courage to come up with a poetry collection called Tamarind, which is available in Amazon. And I'll share the links in the description as well. And that's how my journey started, because then I started getting recognized as an author. A lot of spaces started calling me for talks, interviews, and I started getting a lot of attention and respect as a writer. And I was also a panelist in one of the sessions in New Delhi World Book Fair in 2023. So these little things added up, and I started believing that I am a writer. Otherwise, there was a lot of self doubt. There was this imposter syndrome which I used to feel, even though I'm not very famous, but I enjoy the craft. I'm in the process, and but more or less, most of the time, this writing was happening mostly on my own level, and I was writing in my room. I was not taking much of feedback. I just wanted to write for the joy of writing. But then I shifted to the city of Bangalore, I think 3 years back, and I got a chance to be a part of a writers club, which used to happen on every Saturday during weekend, both in person and online mode. And attended a couple of sessions of the Write Club, and I realized that how empowering it can be to be in a circle of people, like-minded people, which follow the same passion and love for the craft. They all were working, all my fellow writers were and are still working, but during their leisure time, they sit together, share prompts, write, and share their feedback. And then I realized that how incredibly supportive and empowering it can be to be a part of a Write Club. And then eventually I started exploring a lot of in-person Write Clubs as well as online Write Clubs. And obviously after COVID, there was an upsurge of lot of WhatsApp groups, online meetups and all that stuff. So I started searching for a lot of sessions, poetry writing sessions, novel writing sessions, book reading sessions, because reading is a very important part of writing. It's a very important part of the process of writing, I believe. And also there were clubs where you could go and talk about your book, where you could get insights about promotion of your books. So eventually it helped me grow a wide network of writer friends who were supportive, who used to give feedback on my write-ups, who used to come to attend my sessions wherever there were any talk sessions or the launch of my book, and so on. And that's why I believe that if you are an inspiring writer, that one thing that can help you grow as a writer is to be a part of some writing community or writing group, because there are a lot of benefits. It can help you save yourself from the isolation that a lot of writers suffer from. It can help you get feedback, constructive criticism on your writing. It can help you with really good ideas and prompts. And one of the groups really helped me with, being more accountable about sending my works to a lot of lit mags. You can get to know a lot of opportunities about the submissions, call to submissions, which are open for writers, where you can send your work and get published. You can get to know a lot about publishing process, because obviously in such a huge community, no matter huge or small, there will be some people, there will be some writers who will be already published, and they might give you insights on the process of publishing. And you can also get to know a lot about the opportunities like writing awards and everything. And also I feel, since writing is a very solitary process and not many people understand why some people carry that fire and passion for art or writing, you will get to connect with like-minded people. And also it will make you accountable, because every week or uh, whatever days you have decided to dedicate to writing, you will be sitting and doing the writing and sharing your work. So you are a writer if you write, simple, even if you are not published. So it will help you with the with your craft. And also you will overall get to grow as a writer and build a community of your own. But if you're not a part of very big city or a metro city, like I live in Bangalore right now, if you come from a very smaller place where people are not much aware about these pursuits, you can start your own groups. You can be a part of online groups as well. So I think that's all for today. Share your insights on writing groups or communities, and you can also share if there are really good writing communities you are part of. So I'll see you next time. Bye.